Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
So Srila Bhktivedanta Saraswati Thakur, he said, you are an intelligent young man. You should preach this message in the English language. And he received this instruction in 1922. And he was thinking, I'm a married man. He was already had 2 or 3 children. He was thinking, how can I accomplish Guru Maharaj's mission? But eventually he in 1965, many years later, and fulfilled the instruction of his Guru Maharaj. He was successful, triumphant, and he spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, opened 108 temples, and spread the chanting of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna's holy name all over the world. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So the order of the spiritual master may be postponed, but it can never be neglected. So it was many years before Srila Prabhupada could fulfill that instruction. But eventually he got on the boat, he got on the Jaladita boat and went to America. He was initiated, he was given the name Abhay Charanaravinda. His father gave him the name Abhay Charan, but his spiritual master added Aravinda. Those persons who are Abhay, fearless, taking shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Abhay Charanaravinda. In 1944, he started the Back to Godhead magazine, and he began printing it himself, writing all the articles, editing it, going to Delhi, picking the paper, doing the typesetting, even carrying the paper on his head to get it cut and printed. He didn't have money for a rickshaw. He didn't have money for breakfast. He would go into debt and borrow money for paper, but he would do whatever it took in order to publish his magazine, and then he would personally go and distribute this magazine of Krishna consciousness, even in the tea stalls of Delhi, begging people to take this literature. In approximately 1955, he took sannyas from Bhakti Pragya Keshav Swami Maharaj in Mathura. He went to Mathura. Did I get the name right? I think so, yeah. Bhakti Pragya Keshav Maharaj. And the person he took initiation with, you can see here, his older sannyasi godbrother, his name was Muni Maharaj. So Srila Prabhupada received the name Swami Maharaj. So he took sannyas because Bhktivedanta Saraswati Thakur was coming to him in his dreams and beckoning him, come Abhay Charanaravinda, take sannyas. Only by sannyas one can preach the message of the Krishna consciousness. Now I can say in today's day and age, especially we have ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has made it so easy to preach. Even if we're a brahmachari or a grahasta or a vanaprastha, we can preach Krishna consciousness. Even if we're a lady, we can preach Krishna consciousness. We don't need to be a sannyasi. Even a child can preach Krishna consciousness. So nothing is holding us back. Where there's a will, there's a way. If we have a desire to preach, then we can do it. This avenue is open to everyone. But it's helpful to be a sannyasi. I recommend it to those who are inclined. It's been good for me. So Srila Prabhupada was staying in Rupa Goswami's Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, just across from Rupa Goswami's Samadhi. And Srila Prabhupada would honor prasadam and gaze out at Rupa Goswami's Samadhi and pray for the strength and the capacity to distribute this message of Krishna consciousness all over the world. And he had amazing dreams of Rupa Goswami blessing him. And he went and he took that blessing and he was successful. And ISKCON still has these rooms, Prabhupada's original rooms in Radha Damodar Temple, Vrindavan. You can still visit Srila Prabhupada's rooms, and every day there's a Bhoga offering. They offer Prabhupada lunch, and you can get some Mahaprasadam if you're friendly with the Pujari. Has anyone been there? Sri Radha Damodar Mandir? Haribol. Srila Prabhupada's rooms. Please visit when you're in Vrindavan. Very humble, simple. So, close by here, we're in Juhu today, and just down the road where we were chanting on the beach, one of the houses that we passed, that was Mrs. Moraji's house. And Mrs. Moraji, her family owned a steamship company. And Srila Prabhupada, when he was staying in this area, he would regularly give Bhagavatam pravachans in her home. So then Srila Prabhupada had a strong desire to go to America. So he begged Mrs. Moraji for a ticket on her steamship. Does anyone know the name of that steamship? Jaladuta. And he traveled on. She said, Swamiji, you'll die there. It's cold, it's freezing. You're an old man, you'll die there. And Prabhupada said, it's all right, it's all right. And she was pacified and gave him the ticket. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Srila Prabhupada boarded the Jaladuta. More than 1 month he was on the ship. He had 2 heart attacks on the ship. He thought he was going to die. It was very rough. He was seasick. It was very difficult. And then he had a dream. Lord Krishna came in the dream and said, don't worry, now I am taking charge of the ship. And the next day, the Atlantic Ocean was as smooth as glass. And it was like that the rest of the journey. And Mrs. Pandya, the wife of the captain, Captain Pandya, she said, please come back with us, back to India on the return journey, because we never had such a smooth crossing before. So Krishna had taken charge. It's so nice when Krishna shows little miracles to us. I think we all have that experience. You just have to look around and be conscious of it. Yesterday I was on Juhu Beach taking a walk. Srila Prabhupada said, I walk on Juhu Beach to get purified. And so I was taking a walk. I've been here in Juhu for about a week, and every day I've been taking a walk on the beach. So nice. So as I was walking past the Sun and Sand Hotel, you know that Sun and Sand Hotel? Very fancy hotel. One pundit was putting some flower garlands in the water, and he saw me, and he went running up to me, and he said, Swamiji, can I give you this gift of love? I said, okay. And he gave me a flower garland. And it turned out that he was a pundit traveling all over the world doing Vastu pujas. He said he was just about to leave for London and Morocco and Dubai. He's like all over the place in 1 week. And he said, just this morning I watched this video, and he showed me the video, and it was sannyas initiations. And he said, I saw Dundee Swamis this morning, and now I meet you, Dundee Swami. So it was very nice. Just at the same moment he came out, he was only there for 10 minutes. Just came from the hotel to put the flowers in the ocean and back. And that was exactly the same time that I happened to be there. So it was wonderful. So we exchanged contacts, and just by Krishna's arrangement, he's going to Kolhapur next week to Mahalakshmi Mandir, and then he's planning to visit us in Sri Pandharpur Dham. And we invite all of you, please come visit us in Sri Pandharpur Dham. Lord Vittala is waiting for you. So Prabhupada had these heart attacks. It was very difficult. And then Prabhupada reached America, he landed in Boston, he went to Butler, Pennsylvania, and he met the Agarwal family, Sally Agarwal and her husband Gopal Agarwal. And this is Braj Agarwal, the Chota Bacha. Prabhupada was so happy when he walked for the first time. You see Prabhupada's big smile. See, Prabhupada is famous for his oceanic smile. His smile is like an ocean.
He stayed with us for a month in Butler.
So this is Sally Agarwal.
At the time, I learned to love him as I would a father-in-law. I enjoyed my association for that 1 month with him about as much as I've enjoyed anything in my life.
I was just so sad to see him go. See, his Swami gave him the job, he told me, of taking the holy book, the Bhgtivedanta, something I can't pronounce it, translate it into English for the English-speaking world. He was going to New York. It was going to be winter. It was going to, cold weather was blowing already. And I thought, oh, that man, he doesn't have a coat. Nothing to protect him from the weather. He was going on an overnight bus. I'd be scared to go to New York myself. I remember I just could hardly say goodbye to the man. I felt so bad, I cried.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada was bold. Srila Prabhupada is brave. He got up, he climbed up on the boat, on the Jaladuta. He got on the bus from Butler, Pennsylvania to travel to New York. New York is a very dangerous place. Kali Yuga Rajdhani. So here's Srila Prabhupada in New York City. Srila Prabhupada ki